Contractors versus employees? Kind of tough to decide, but we have the answers. As a small business owner, it's really tough to decide whether or not you treat somebody as an employee versus a contractor. Here are the 3 basic rules. Number 1, behavioral control. Number 2, financial control. Number 3, relationship control. So according to the IRS, behavioral control means that you're controlling the behavior of the person who's working with you. If you are the employer and you hire somebody to help you and you control their behavior, such as come in at 9, leave at 5, take a 1-hour lunch, 2 15-minute breaks, well, guess what? They're an employee and not a contractor. Overseeing the financial control of a worker can be a little tricky. If you tell them how much you pay them and how frequent, such as I pay you $15 an hour and your paycheck is every Friday, that's an employee. But if the contractor comes to you and says, I'm going to charge you $20 an hour and I'm going to send you an invoice every Friday, that's more indicative of a contractor. The third rule, relationship, is actually really clear. Having written contracts in place between you, the small business owner, and your worker is really important in setting the tone of the relationship. If you have a contractor, generally they sign an independent contractor agreement, and inside it states the nature of the relationship. But if you have an employee, they sign an employment agreement, which generally has optional benefits such as dental, medical, vision, and even paid time off. Thank you. Here are a few questions to help determine whether or not your worker is an employee versus a contractor. For 200 points, your worker chooses where they perform the work. If you're thinking contractor, you are correct. For 300 points, if you're telling your worker to come in at 9 a.m., leave at 5 p.m. with a 60-minute lunch, if you're thinking employee, you're correct. And finally, for 400 points, if you offer your worker benefits like paid time off or sick pay, if you're thinking employee, you're right. Congratulations, you just won employee versus contractor. And remember, be sure to talk with a human resources expert to help you determine employee versus contractor. I'm your host, Will of AdvisorFi.com for Ask Gusto. Have more small business questions? Ask Gusto and subscribe to the channel.